In a galaxy at war, across uncountable battles, with unknowable forces, it is easy to lose yourself in the big picture, the sectors of conflict, the crusade progress. It is sometimes important, or rather, it is vital, to be able to focus on one skirmish, a single village, a hill, sometimes an individual soldier, that sits at a turning point more important than the epic battles fought around it.
Hi, I'm ED-SKaR.
And I'm Paul.
And today we are playing Warhammer 40k Battle Report 9th edition, and we are playing a 250 point game, a very small one.
Yes, yeah.
I will be in command of the Tanith Scout Forces.
I'm going to be commanding a small expeditionary force of Death Guard Traitor Guards. Death Guard Traitor Guard sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
Traitor Death Guard.
Traitor Death Guard. And our objective is going to be to capture a hill so that we can get some remote reconnaissance of the capital of the planet.
Yeah, and my Tanith Scout Forces have been sent on some very limited intel that there might be Chaos forces around. We don't know what they're up to, but we're gonna just try and stop it. Whatever they're up to, it's no good. If you would like to skip ahead to the actual start of the battle, you can click the link here or in the description. However, we're going to talk about some of the rules. We're going to talk about the army lists that we've got and the game rules as well, because I've got some interesting stuff from the Tanith Fan Codex.
And I don't.
And he doesn't.
So to begin, we're going to have a look at my forces. As before, we're playing the Poxmongers as the company. We have our Lord of Contagion. Now, to bring the points down for this particular game, he's not going to be having any deadly pathogens just for this game, just to bring the points down to the 250. Death Guard Cultists over here. We've got 7 of these with the autoguns. We have the champion. He's got a shotgun. And we have a heavy stubby guy here at the back. As you can see, they're beautifully painted. And then we have our Traitor Guardsman. This one's the champion. So these guys have got autoguns, with the exception of the 2 Flamer boys. Points-wise, I'm playing these as cultists again, because there's no particular rule set for them, but it makes sense for this game. So we have a total of 250 points. So that rounds up my small exploratory team. We're going to pass over to Ed's team now.
So the Tanith forces for today are Colonel Rawn, 2 infantry squads and a veteran squad. And 2 of the special rules from the Fan Codex that we'll be using today to test them out are primarily using Rawn as an independent character. So the official rules for the Gaunt squad has him as just one member of the squad. To make him a separate entity just by himself, he gets the character keyword, and he can also apply his special rule to a unit within 3 inches of him. The second special rule from the Tanith Fan Codex that we'll be testing in this game is the named trooper keyword, which is a way of using some of the characters from the books without using 100 models with the character keyword. So they effectively are just upgrades for models in a squad. So the first named trooper is actually Cena and Orilla, 2 of them, and they are a heavy weapons team that replaces the heavy weapons team of a unit, and they are equipped with a heavy stubber. The model has an autocannon because the normal Imperial Guard rules don't let you use a heavy stubber. And they get an upgrade that means that they can move and shoot without the -1 penalty for moving and shooting a heavy weapon, and it's only a heavy stubber, so it's not that heavy to begin with. The other infantry squad has Lyja Fething Ku, who essentially just has +1 ballistic skill, and he has a las carbine instead of a las gun. The third named trooper here should have been Brostin, but I forgot to use the special rules during the game, and so for the purposes of this video, this is simply a veteran squad that has a heavy flamer option. So that's the Tanith forces for today. Let's set up the battlefield and see what we'll be doing. So here is the battlefield, at least most of it. Chaos are deployed on the left, with the Tanith moving in from the right. As this is such a small game, only 250 points per side, we're not using any objectives or victory points, as we don't really know how they behave and break down at such small games. I will note there is a tiny space behind the buildings at the top, which we ended up using, but it is out of frame on the main image, so sorry about that. I only realised when it came to editing. Hopefully the close-up shots like these will make it make a little more sense.
So I have deployed my units in two groups here and here, and then my Lord of Contagion, he is going to teleport in.
And on the other side of the board, kind of heavy in the corner, is my forces. Rawn is right on the table edge up here, and my veteran squad is kind of on the other side here. So moving on to the first turn, but first we need to roll to see who gets the first turn.
3.
You got a 3, you stole my die. And I get a 1. So you get to choose, or you get to go first.
You go first.
Interesting. Okay. So Tanith Turn 1 movement phase. My veteran squad up here moved a little bit. They moved in advance. And Rawn and one of the infantry squads both rolled a 6 for the advance up there, so they've moved up quite a bit. And finally my last infantry squad has stayed still because they are going to shoot at your cultists. Or at least I hope they are, because they're in range. Range is 36. Oh yeah, the board is 36, so of course they're in range. Heavy roll gun first. I reckon you are in cover, so you'll get +1 to your armor save. So, heavy roll gun rolling to hit. That is 2 hits. Rolling to wound. What's your toughness? I assume with 3. 3's to wound. It's both wounds, and whatever your armor save is, -1 +1. So just standard armor save. 6 plus.
Oh,
Nice. Nice. Basically what just happened is that tree got blown to smithereens. However, the sniper also gets to shoot. Rolls a 6 to hit. Strangely, sniper rifle is only strength 4, but that's still a 3 plus, so that does wound, and there is no armor modifier, so you get your armor save +1. So it's, if you say 6, so it's 5 plus. Oh, saved.
hardcore trees.
Hardcore trees that are saving your lives. Right, well that's the Tanith first turn done, so let's go to Chaos turn 1.
Cultist boys are moving this way to interact here. These guys are moving to here with the rifle guys at the front. I can't deep strike this guy this round. Shoot at a ding.
Rawn is both out of sight and a character within 3 inches of a squad, so he can't be targeted. However, the rest of them can be.
Let me just check what shotgun range is. I'm not used to using shotguns in 40k.
18
Yeah.
or 12?
18.
Yeah.
5, okay.
So yeah. Wait, what's the stat of the weapon? Is it assault 2?
Yes.
Yeah, so you get 2 shots.
Okay. Oh, because it's a shotgun, it's a double barrel, is it? Even though it's not a double barrel.
2 hits. So roll again to wound. This would be a 4 plus to wound.
Both of them.
Yes.
One
One wound, and I get to roll an armor save. Cool, so the armor save is 5 plus. That fails. I lose. Okay. First blood.
Okay then. Heavy stubber.
A 5 plus to hit, and then a 3 plus to wound. So that's 1 hit.
Yeah.
So on average.
And then 3 plus to wound.
That does wound. What's its armor piercing? I'm pretty sure it doesn't have one.
No.
Nope. So I get 5 plus armor save, which I don't make, and another one dies.
With the auto gun, a strength of 3 and a ballistic skill of 4. 2.
Got 2 hits. Roll to wound. Just the 1, and I get an armor save. Let's see if... You know what I should be saying whenever I roll an armor save? The Emperor protects. Nope. The Emperor does not protect. The Emperor ignores our suffering. So 3 shots with the autoguns against the veterans.
It's 4 plus, so that's 2. 1, 2.
Both wound. So I'm now going to roll armor saves. It's 5 plus, and I get bonus 1 because of the cover. So 4 plus. Snake eyes. So Tanith, Turn 2. Tanith movement turn 2 was very, very small indeed. On the veteran squad, the plasma gunner moved up and everyone else stood still. And over on this side, my commander, Colonel Rawn, just moved up to the corner so that he can have some shots over there. Otherwise, everyone's staying still. So this entire squad here is going to shoot through the light cover into that squad there.
Mm-hmm.
Infantry squad with the heavy bolt gun versus, is this the cultist squad?
They're the traitor guard.
It's traitor guard. So heavy bolt gun first, which gets 1 hit. Does not wound, amazing. So Ku in this squad has the last carbine, so he gets 3 shots. He hits with all 3 of them because he's got the bonus ballistic skill as well.
The orange die was a 4. You couldn't actually see it because of the light.
Yeah, okay. So that's 2 wounds. So you get 2 armor saves plus 1 for cover. So 6 plus 1 for cover, so 5 plus.
Oh dear.
No, so that's 2 of those have died. So the sniper rifle from this squad rolls 5 to hit, rolls a 4 to wound, which is a wounding roll, so you get an armor save.
Ooh,
4. Haha, he dies. So now I get the remaining last guns, which should be... Sergeant doesn't get a shot, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Forced hit. It's 3 hits. Forced wound. All 3 wounding. That's some good shooting from this squad. And again, you get the same 5 plus armor and cover save. 1 saved, 2 more die. Bye bye. So now the veteran squad are also going to pile some shots in. I think again there's cover in the way, so it'll be light cover. I just want to double check how the plasma gun works.
What you want to do is overcharge it and then roll 1.
I'm not going to overcharge it when I'm shooting a traitor guard. That is not worth it.
It worked well last game.
It worked well for you, didn't it? Mm. So starting with plasma gun, standard shot. Thankfully that was a standard shot.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last guns remaining. So those would be 3s to hit because they're veterans. So 1
Looking
missed,
good. 4
hits. It's still 4 plus to wound because it's 3 versus 3. 1 does not wound. And then the armor save, you get 3 armor saves.
Oh, okay.
Wow, 2 of them, nice. So you've lost another one from that squad. So on this side of the board, I will shoot Colonel Rawn at your ninjas. So Rawn has ballistic skill 3, and the last carbine has 3 shots. So 3 plus to hit. It's 2 hits. 4 plus to wound. 1 wound only. And you get your standard save. So 6 plus. Are they the same as the other squad?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that one dies. So infantry squad down here, what's left of them, we'll go for Cena and Arilla first with the heavy stubber. So they get 3 shots at 3 plus to hit. 2 hits. It's only strength 4, but it still means that's a 3 plus to wound. 1 wound only, and there's no modifier to the save. 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4 last guns remain in this squad. So the 4 last guns are 4 plus to hit. So that's 3 hits. And we get 4 plus to wound. 2 wounds. Go for an armor save. 2 armor saves.
Oh, 1.
1 made and 1 dies. So there's 3 total taken from that squad. That is the conclusion of my shooting. So would you like to roll some morale checks?
No.
Roll some morale checks.
No, I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
Chaos automatically pass all morale checks.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No. Okay, let's just assume I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, I would think that individual units would have it, but then it would have the rule for it on Battlescribe.
My Lord of Contagion failed on the charge.
So how did he get there first? You got to say.
Oh, so okay. So he deep striked in. We have to deep strike in 9 inches. So 9 inches from this model. He was going to try and charge forward because he's a melee only character, but unfortunately failed that. So he stuck sat there.
Yeah.
I've since moved these guys in alongside him because they get buffs from him. And then over here, what's left of these guys are piling in.
Moving up and trying to get closer. This might be a little bit dangerous for them. I don't see a lot of advantage in their future.
We've got these guys. The flamers are not in range, so we've got 1, 2, 3 riflemen and 1 pistolman.
Yep. So 4 shots.
Over here, 4 shots.
So 2 hits. 4 plus to wound. 1 wound. And I get an armor save with bonus for being in light cover. And I make that save. So we've got heavy stubber on the move, shotgun and 2 rifles.
Yes.
So roll for heavy stubber first.
So the heavy stubber is -1.
-1 to hit for moving.
Oh dear.
That's 1 hit.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It's 3 plus to wound.
Oh, good.
3, good. I get an armor save, which I fail, therefore 1 guy gets taken off. 2 rifles.
So the 2 rifles.
1 shot each. 4 plus to hit, 4 plus to wound. 1 hit. Does not wound. And the shotgun, you get 2 shots. So 1 hits. Wounds. Emperor protects. The Emperor does not protect. So I will have to take a leadership test for this squad. 6 plus the 2 that they lost. Did they lost 2 or 3? Lost 3 last turn, 2 this turn. So that's 6, 7, 8. Ron does not have a area of effect on his leadership, so it is just their own leadership, which means that they fail, so they lose 1. And then I roll 3 to see if any more run away. And none do. Okay, good. So they're going to stay there. So Tanith movement, my veteran squad staying still, my backstop are staying still as well, and my infantry squad here and Rawn have charged in. So let's go for some shooting first. Okay, so I can't shoot your commander, so because he's within 3 inches, so I'm going to shoot veteran squad at traitor guard here. Starting with the plasma gun, standard shot, 4 plus to hit, it hits. 2 plus to wound, it wounds. They die. There's no armor save remaining on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you include the last pistol. So I get 6 shots at 4 plus to hit, 4 plus to wound, and then you get the standard armor save. That's not good. Actually, no, that is exactly average. That's fine. Okay.
And then might have like cover so 6s, yeah? Nope.
No armor saves. 2 die.
I'm a flamer boy. Let's see you later, boy.
So infantry squad at the back are going to shoot again at the traitor guard and see if they can finish them off. And we're going to start with heavy bolt gun, 3 shots, 4 plus to hits. All hits. That's great. 3 plus to wound. 1 does not wound. 2 armor saves. -1 for the AP of the weapon, +1 for the cover, so you get a 6 plus. 1 saved, 1 dies. So Ku gets his 3 shots, because he'll roll him separately because he has a bonus ballistic skill. He only hits once anyway. Does wound. You get 5 plus armor save.
Oh dear.
Which you fail. That's 1 guy left.
He's looking a bit peaky back there.
Sniper rifle. Misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 last guns. So 4 plus to hit, so I miss 1. 4 plus to wound with the 5 that hits. Oh, So three more are saves. They are 5+, because you get the bonus of cover.
So I've got to get 3 6s.
You got to get 3 6s, or he's dead. You get 1 6, and you've lost everything else. However, unfortunately, I don't have anything left to shoot at your commander, so he's just going to come marching along next turn.
Yes.
But killing off 1 squad completely is a definite benefit for me. However, let's move on to the fight phase. See what happens down here. So we noticed how down here that I did some things out of order. I kind of charged in the movement phase instead of moving and then shooting and then charging, but I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to start off by fighting with Rawn. He gets 3 attacks, and it's 3+ to hit. All of them hits. 4+ to wound. That's only 1 wound. Boom. Nope. 1 removed. So then I get 2 attacks for the heavy weapons team, 2 attacks for the sergeant, and then 1 attack for the flamer, so I get 5 attacks. 4+ to hit. And also 4+ to wound. 2 wounds of 6+. No. Okay. So you have 1 remaining. Would you like to roll some attacks back?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. So we get 2 attacks because he's my champion. So it's going to be on 4 pluses.
That's 1. I'm going to just clear up some dice.
And then 4 again. 5.
Okay, so that is a wound. I will roll an armor save. I will! Yes! The Emperor protects! Ha ha ha! Which means I think you have to roll a leadership test to see if that guy sticks around.
Ah, he's fine.
So it's d6 plus 3. That's bad. I think you run away.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, there's no way a cultist has a leadership of 9.
He does. He's really good.
He's really good. Cool. So, Chaos Turn 3, would you like to talk us through your highly complex movement phase?
This unit here, which is the one I'm going to move first and last, coincidentally, is going to move 5 inches to here. I am then going to declare a charge.
Is that your movement phase done?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that your psychic phase done?
Yes.
Is that your shooting phase done?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to go on to the charge phase?
Yes. Let's do
okay.
that. So my big boy is now in range. We have a Plague Reaper with a strength of ×2. My base strength is 4. So that means I am wounding on 2 pluses. And we have a weapon skill of 2+. Armour penetration is -3, so there's no armour saves. Let's have a... Ooh.
So they all hit, unsurprisingly.
Just destroying
And you're
them.
destroying a
Ancient
fence over
wall. Ancient wall.
So that's all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't get an armor save, so I have to remove 5 models. I get 4 attacks back at 4+ to hit. What's your toughness?
5.
So 4+, 5+, and then you still get an armor save, which you're pretty much going to pass. So I get 4 attacks back, which are 4+ to hit. So I get 2 hits, but 6s to wound. I do get a wound, but you get your armor save. Would you like to pass an armor save? Would you like to casually just pass that armor save?
No. I
Yes! Ha 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 ha!
don't. So my warlord has revoltingly resistant. So on a 5+, I can ignore that wound.
Okay,
So,
go for it.
nope.
Yes! Okay,
We're
the
fine.
wound stands, which means I can now roll my leadership test for this squad at -5 for the losses.
I think I have an effect for that as well.
So, my leadership for this squad is good. 5 + 1 is 6, which means they pass. That is amazing. Right, now we move on to Tanith Turn 4, and I'm immediately going to withdraw. I'm going to fall back, which means these guys get to move 6 inches. I'm just going to come off in this direction. Because they advanced, because they fell back, they cannot do any more movement, shooting, or declaring charges.
Yep.
So they're kind of... You're just going to charge again and kill them. It's pretty much what's going to happen here. What I'm going to do with this squad, I'm going to move these guys up because I can still move and shoot with the heavy stubber, and I want to get the flamer in range. So Rawn is going to advance. He's going to get 6. He's going to go 12. He's going to... It's -1 for moving through cover, so he's going to end up down here. So Rawn gets 3 shots, 3+ to hit. And 6 is to wound, which fails to wound. So also this squad are now going to shoot. Cena and Aurelia get 3 shots. Oh wow. Oh, actually no, because they have bonus ballistic shield, they all hit. But it's still a... This is now a 3+ to wound. So all 3 wounds. So if you can have 3 armor saves of 2+. Okay. I meant fail some. Is the flamer in range? Flamer is in range.
Yeah, I'd say it's in range. Yeah.
This is just in range because you've got that massively large base. So I roll d6 number of hits. So I get 2 hits. That's pathetic. 5+. No wounds. That is disappointing, but that is my turn over with no wounds done. What about them? I think you're right. The sniper can most definitely see. The heavy bolter cannot. I forgot about this squad. I should have moved them. But just the sniper getting a shot then. Hits.
Nice.
I think that's probably not a wound. What's your toughness? It's toughness 5, isn't it? Yeah, it needs 5+ to wound. So that doesn't wound.
Okay.
Alright, well, I made a massive blunder by forgetting that I had this squad left. I should have moved them to here, because then they would all get to shoot. The heavy bolt gun would be -1 to hit, but they would all get a shot. That puts me in a very bad situation. Would you like to have Chaos turn 4? So in this fight over here...
Do you want me to roll that again or no?
No, it's fine. You've... So 2+ to hit, and you've hit with everything.
You.
So rolling to wound. And no armor saves, which means that they just die. Bye. Goodbye. See you later.
And then I want to...
You can consolidate.
Consolidate to this guy. Now, would me being the other side of that wall count?
Yeah, this is now a... there's a rule for this. I'm going to have to look it up. Great. I hate looking things up in this rulebook. My turn 5 starts, but I can't do anything because I'm locked in close combat. I can now either choose to run away with Rawn or have a duel that I will then lose. That's my choice. Mm-hmm. That might have been a bad choice. I mean, everything's a bad choice at this point. But, yeah, that is what will be done. I think realistically, at this stage, Rawn would decide to withdraw.
I'm thinking... If I charge into, because that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge into this.
Yeah.
If I wipe all of these out, these can shoot.
Well, I can shoot right now. We'll see how effective it is. I think at this point, thematically, I'm going to give you one more turn so that we've had the even number of turns. But thematically, what's going to happen is I will shoot and then I will just withdraw and I'll disappear. That's what's going to happen, giving you the game. But I'm going to let you have one more turn after that. So my movement for turn 5, I fell back with Rawn, which was a painful decision, but he is a conniving bastard, so a decision that he might make. My infantry squad over here fell back just a little bit so that they're close enough for the flamer, but it just makes that charge a little bit more difficult. And then, once again, this infantry squad did not move, they stood still, but that means that they get to shoot to full effect. And we'll see just how full effect that is. And we'll start with the sniper rifle, which misses. We'll start with the heavy bolt gun, which gets 2 hits. Force to wound. So there's 2 wounds at -1 AP, so it's 3+ armor save.
Okay,
so one failed. So we've switched over to saying that he has 4 wounds remaining, so that's what that die means. Yeah, instead of counting up, that is now counting down. Rest of this squad, we have Ku with his 3 shots. He hits twice. However, it's still 5+ to wound. He gets 1 wound, you get 2+ armor save. Made nice. The armor save. Now that I'm within 12 inches, the last guns get 2 shots each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 becomes 12, plus 1 for the last pistol is 13. Lucky 13. I just want to roll them all together because I'm an orc player.
Because it makes a good noise.
Yeah. Okay, what was it to hit? 4+ to hit. So those missed. And it's a strength 3, toughness 5, so it's a 5+ to wound. That did not wound, those did not wound, so it's 3 wounds. 3, 2+ armor saves. Would you like to fail at least a couple?
Not particularly. I've had 1.
And that is everything of this squad fired, so now I get to shoot from this squad.
Over here.
So starting with Cena and Orilla. They get to shoot with no penalty because of their special rule. We get 2 hits. 5s to wound, no wounds. Flamer has D6 shots. Yes! Oh. Nice. Let's have 6 dice. So rolling to wound. Strength 4, toughness 5, so that is 5s to wound. That one is failed. Oh, wow. 6 hits, only 1 wound. Roll a 1, come on.
6.
No, that's absolutely fine. And finally, I get the last pistol. 1 last pistol shot, which rolled a 1 and missed. That is my turn. Yeah. I can slowly kill this thing. I can very slowly kill this thing. And a heroic intervention basically means that if you charge a unit and there's a character nearby, the character can join in.
This guy?
Yes.
Cool.
Now I think that even though he fell back, he didn't get to make a charge move in my turn, but he does get to make a heroic intervention in your turn.
Yeah. Okay, so 5 attacks. 2+. So, all of them.
Looking for ones. There's no ones. I'm sad. 5 hits. Rolling to wound.
Again, 2+. Oh,
there's 1. And there's no saves here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Last gun troopers taken from the board. There's very little remaining. However, I do get to at least have a go back.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with Rawn. He gets 3 attacks, 3+ weapon skill. 1 hit, amazing. And 5s to wound. He does not wound. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the troopers' last guns. I'm going to roll and get 4+ to hit, so I get 3 hits. It's still 5+ to wound. It's not quite 6+ to wound. I only get 1. There's no modifier, so you get a 2+ armor save, which you make. That was everything. Yeah, that was Rawn and the squad. So that's your turn complete. Your turn 5, and we call it there because I am conceding. I'm running away. So, well done. Congratulations.
First game I've ever won against Ed. On a technicality.
No, it's not. That's not a technicality. I conceded. So that's a game completed, and Chaos take the hill. You've lost all of your cultists, but I don't think you particularly care about them, do you?
No, I can raise some more.
Plenty more where they came from. The Tanith, on the other hand, there is a very limited supply. Colonel Rawn doing the right thing, I think, by withdrawing, so that they can at least inform and pass the information on. But that is a loss for the Tanith.
So basically, this single unit won me the game.
Pretty much.
If I'd played that again, I wouldn't bother deep striking him. He was that powerful that what I was planning on doing was moving the 2 units up, and then whichever one of the 2 got in range first, I was going to deep strike him next to them, so that he would buff them. But yeah,
that's an idea. Yeah,
he basically won the whole thing on his own. So it was
just his presence on the board dictated what I did. And by the end of it, I was just constantly running away and trying to separate, and maybe in like 2 or 3 turns I could get far enough apart that I could actually do some shooting, but by that point there would be nothing left of my army.
Yeah.
So I think the ending the game at that point was the right choice thematically, and as this is part of a campaign, I think that's the more important choice.
Yes, yeah. They live to fight again.
Exactly. But with a win for the Chaos, I'm ED-SKaR.
And I'm Paul Allen.
Thank you for following along, and we'll see you next time.